Hey, YouTube, thanks for tuning in to Joe's Tractor and Yard Care. It's one of my first videos on this topic of my company and being a startup. First of all, if you like this, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. That'll help motivate me to make some more videos. I'm going to kind of do this kind of a chapter one. There's a lot more to it. Anyways, the number one thing, this is going to go over what I wish I'd have done before I left my full-time job to go full-time with Joe's Tractor and Yard Care. Number one, before I bought my first piece of equipment, I should have registered and had my company business account. Why? Is because when I left my full-time job, I went to go, oh, I'm busy now. I need another mower. I could not get another, well, I could, but extremely high, ridiculous interest rate. You need to be able to show at least a year, if not 2 years, depending on the bank, that you are a profitable business. So in reality, I should have started and put my business, had it registered before I left my full-time job. That has cost me a lot of money. Probably $40,000 has costed me just that mistake alone. And the reason being is when I left, I was definitely a growing, successful business. However, when I was unable to start keeping up with these yards that I was taking in because of the weather in Oklahoma, it was so rainy, I needed another mower to bang out these properties a lot faster than what I've been doing. I cater to larger yards, and so acreages mainly. So half acre to 5 acres was my lawn care side. And I needed to be able to get them done because we literally had, 1 or 2 days of sunshine or of 1 or 2 days of being able to mow, and then the rest of the week would be a gully washer, and we're talking major floods. So I literally picked the worst time. Of course, I could not foresee that when I left because the weather was pretty normal. Now we are in record-breaking weather. Right now it is raining, and I'm actually behind on right now 2 jobs. I was supposed to finish up a drain job yesterday and start my driveway today. Not going to happen. So, number one, do that. I can always, and working under the table, it sounds great, but it actually will hurt you in the future unless you got somebody bankrolling you or something like that. Always report every dime you have and be able to report it. That way, if you need money from the bank, you need whatever, you can go back and show that, hey, I'm a growing business, I'm making money hand over fist, and I need to expand. And well, if you don't have that going on, you're unemployed, and nobody can loan money to an unemployed person, no matter how much money you got in your pocket. So, anyways, do that. Second is, I wish I would have had a better track on my operating expenses. In other words, I should have sat down and went a little bit more thorough. Granted, I knew what my payments and truck payment, I knew what I had to have every month, or by a certain day of every month, which it's really easy, which it was. But there's all these knickknacks. I didn't take into consideration all this fuel that I was going through. Of course, fuel prices have gone up. And granted, I'd done this before. I had my own company before. And so a lot of my experiences I'm taking from when I was in business, what was it, early, 04 to 06 or something like that. And I shut down because of an injury, basically. I couldn't do that kind of work. Anyways, I was still taking a lot of things have changed. Matter of fact, everything has changed in the industry by that time. Technology has advanced. There are tools, and then things have gone up. So make sure you try. Not only not your equipment payment is just the payment. Now the operating cost. You're going to have to change that oil every so many hours. You're going to have to change those blades every. Of course, that's more of a wear and tear depending on what you do, but kind of figure that in there. All your insurance, you gotta be insured in this industry. If you want any kind of really good jobs or have these commercials businesses look at you, they're going to require that you can prove that you are a insured, whatever the minimum is. Like, I don't want to tell mine. Well, maybe it's a $2 million insurance is pretty much the standard in Oklahoma. Anyways, for what I do. So I got a $2 million pilot, which is that's not real expensive. But then you got your cell phone, you got your call. You do have to have, you're probably going to have to hire somebody or hire some help. Granted, they're a 1099 contract. I'm not big enough to be able to handle what's it called, workers' comp, but eventually I probably will be. Right now, I've kind of got everything just on hold. I'm letting everything simmer because this weather pattern, granted, is something else. I don't, until the weather can start cooperating, then I'm gonna put some more money, get bigger. Hopefully 2020 will be better, but so far 2019 has been terrible, and how I've been able to stay afloat is nothing short of a miracle. So it was only my reputation that has kept me afloat, because I do put out, I am known for my quality of work, I am known for my personalization, I do not cut corners, and I try to give the customer the best. So don't ever sacrifice or compromise on that. Don't ever go out there and be that person, oh, it's going to rain here tomorrow, so I'm just going to half-ass all these jobs just to just knock the grass down and so I can get them down. No, the customer does not care about it. The customer is paying you X amount of dollars for this quality service, and so the minute you lose your name, or you use you don't want to put, especially the startup, you don't want any hits or nicks on social media or any of these rating or review places. So make sure you put out a quality product no matter what. I would rather not put out a product than put out a bad product. So in other words, I'm not even taking any more lawn care, because in this industry right now, if I cannot guarantee that I can provide a quality product to anybody when it comes to my lawn care. I've got a few accounts. I'm just letting it simmer until I can get that other mower and get this other vehicle. That's what I've got to do. So had I done this stuff prior to leaving my full-time job, it would have been a non-issue. I'd have been able to go out and get a loan on a new truck and get another mower, because I've also had a situation where it was sunny and I could go out there and mow, and my mower was in the shop from tearing it up in a mud hole. So you need to have a backup plan for sure, because the smallest thing can domino effect and topple a small business. So make sure you have your expenses down. Make sure you have your LLC and your bank, have that company checking account. That is very vital. And we're talking, I'm talking to the person that doesn't have mommy and daddy bankroll in their company. I am talking to individuals that are self-made startups doing this from scratch, because that's where I came from. I'm not knocking those, just anyways, I'm sure there's a lot of other advice in there that feel free to put it in the comments for these new guys, for these up and comers that are thinking about getting into this. Even though I could use all the advice I get and I absorb it, and that's number one thing I do too, is listen to my elders, listen to the people that's been doing this for a long time. Don't blow them off, because and just value every bit of information you can get, no matter how silly you think it is. Take every bit of advice. And that stuff I wish I would have done a little bit better of, especially in the early starts of my company. I've been in business now for about a year, and it's been very, with the rain. It's raining currently right now. We've had in northeast Oklahoma, in my area, we've had right around 60 inches of rain in the last 365 days. We've had in the last 120 days, we've had over close to just 2 foot of rain. So it's been raining pretty good here where I'm at. And of course, I need to say that rain is good for my business, because that causes the grass to grow, but too much of a good thing is definitely not good for you. Anyways, thank you very much. Let me know, tell me what you think, and anything I can do different, that'd be great. I'm not an expert editor or anything like that. I'm trying this out mainly to keep me from going stir crazy sitting around. I twisted wrenches today working on things, and I'm just kind of idling around. I figured, you know what, I'm gonna go make a video and try to help the next sucker not make the same mistakes I did. I say sucker. So get out there, follow your dream.